The Liberal Party of Canada is pure poison. They are killing democracy literally and factually. This venom-laden party has trampled over the entire Canadian Bill of Rights. Passed in 1960, it was the first federal human rights law in Canada. The Canadian Bill of Rights guarantees many basic rights and freedoms, including the right of the individual to life, liberty, security of the person, and enjoyment of property, and the right not to be deprived of any of those rights except in accordance with due process. Arbitrarily frozen random bank accounts, which is not procedural fairness, and past taxation, laws that deprive common people of their homes, health, basic food, to remain warm in winter. By definition, they are embezzling taxpayers' monies by using public money for their own private benefits, based on lies and deception. The poisonous liberal dictators ordered financial institutions to freeze the accounts of certain individuals with ties to the trucker convoy and protests. This was done after Ottawa announced that crowdfunding platforms will now have to comply with Canada's financial reporting rules. This makes it a retroactive punishment for something done before it was deemed illegal. These poisonous liberal dictators authorized banks to freeze accounts of suspects they believed to be involved in the illegal blockades. The banks dutifully froze the accounts in question without ever publicly questioning the authority of the order or the legitimacy of the list. Again, no due process. These poisonous liberal dictators murdered every aspect of the Canadian Human Rights Act, passed in 1977, which also protects human rights in the federal public and private sectors, for example, banking, rail, telecommunications, interprovincial transportation, particularly the right to equality and non-discrimination in the areas of employment, housing, and the provision of services. These poisonous liberal dictators created and passed laws, not for the good of the people, but for the personal benefits of their party. All provinces and territories also have human rights legislation which prohibits discrimination in employment, housing, and in providing goods, services, and facilities to the public. Some provincial and territorial laws protect a broader range of rights and freedoms. But like any legislation, these laws can be repealed or changed, so their protection can be limited. It was only with the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms that human rights in Canada were protected in the written constitution. We are not aware of any of these laws having been repealed or changed. Spreading agonizing death across the entire country, Liberals have murdered freedom of speech with Bill C-10, which serves nothing for people's rights but saves the Liberals from negative comments for their continued failures. Or their gun law. When was the last time anyone has seen someone walking into a Max Milk with a hunting rifle or shotgun slung over their shoulder to rob the place? Numerous handgun crimes happening on a daily basis, but not a peep from the useless Liberals. Dark, stormy days are about to be unleashed upon us. A storm already in motion, but few are aware it's already on the horizon. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated. The only shelter you will have is to place a large and definite X on that smirking face of a tyrant, and a check mark on the face of common sense which has been missing for 8 years, or you will definitely be assimilated.